Hello and welcome to Bloom Healing Tarot. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for coming over to part 2 on Patreon. It is so wonderful to have you here as part of the Patreon tribe. I really do welcome you and thank you so much for sharing in your energy and bringing your beautiful energy here for others to enjoy and learn from too. So let us just get our sage Palo Santo going, and I'm going to do a little bit of a quick recap of what we did in the first reading to just bring you up to speed, and then we're going to look at 5, 6 and 7 of your medicine wheel and give you the breakdown and the clarification of what these cards are telling us. So let's look at what we talked about in part 1. So in part 1 we had new beginnings, the air aspect, what would your higher self do? And we got the 10 of Wands and the Ace of Cups, representing that you're thinking greatly about a very important situation at the moment, and you're tapping into spirit, your higher self, to ask them exactly what it is you need to know or feel or act on at this time. And spirit is showing you that your new beginnings are well underway. You've been through a battle, you've been through a hard journey and a burdensome one, but it has resolved in victory because there's abundance coming in the growth on these wands, and you're heading towards your castle. You're on a very clear path now towards your abundance. And when this cycle has completed, the Ace of Cups is there as your reward. So beautiful how we have the 10 moving into the Ace, as to what your higher self would do. That basically you've done the work. You've already been doing this work with your higher self, and you're now bringing in the abundance that is the reward for all the hard work. On to part 2, your fire node, you had dream redirection, number 30. Redream this situation. This is about what passion you're releasing into the ether. And under or clarifying this, you got the 6 of Cups and we got Judgment. So Judgment was in reverse and 6 of Cups was in the upright. It could have represented that you were dealing with somebody in the past, or a past love, a past soulmate, where some underhanded dealings were going on. Perhaps this person wasn't treating you in the way they were supposed to. Perhaps that's why this is now in the past. But it's also that there could have been other external energies getting in the way of this love connection, perhaps trying to keep two people apart. And judgment was not being served. There was not justice in this scenario. However, judgment is judgment. It's major arcana. When it comes up, it's showing that judgment will be served, and there will be a rebalancing to these events. Now, this was sitting under the call, honor the whisper of your soul, which is one of the major arcana in this deck. In the Hero's Journey deck, there are actually 4 major arcana at the beginning, and they represent the whole of the zodiac, the whole of the tarot. So that's a very powerful energy of new beginnings as well. And listening to what's most important. Perhaps there's been people sharing lies, doing black magic. Like I thought about, the medical symbol here, also representing England because it represents the George Cross flag. So someone could have been speaking ill upon your name in some way. It could have been about this love match. It could have been even between these two people, and this is where it's ended. Whatever's happening, these people are listening to the whisper of their soul. They're now realizing that the truth will always win out. Your soul will always be leading you in the right direction. And you're learning this. You're learning that whatever is meant to be will come back for you. Whatever is meant to be yours will never pass you by. Judgment, Archangel Gabriel will always make sure that everything is put to rights, everything is put in its rightful place. So this is learning that you are already the hero of your own journey. You are listening to the whisper of your soul. You're listening to that inner voice, that inner guidance, your intuition, to remind you of everything you've learned up to this point, and that every single lesson and moment is a blessing. Even the hard ones, especially the hard lessons, where we find ourselves either doing things that we shouldn't or being on the receiving end of others that are trying to harm us. When we stay true to ourselves, our inner soul, our inner friendship. So I got a little bit cut off because the video ended and I had to swap over battery. So we were somewhere over here. So I'm just doing the recap. So we'll move on to just picking up on the fact that we had the devil and the 9 of Wands coming up here, also in reverse, also sort of matching this energy of judgment in reverse. It felt like the devil had been overcome. You know, the devil is definitely we need to pay attention when the devil's in reverse. And, you know, to see the 9 of Wands here upside down, where we had the 10 of Wands in the upright, it felt very much like actually we know from the beginning, from the new beginnings, that actually this is a done deal. The 10 of Wands is the end of the cycle, and the Ace of Wands is the reward and the new beginning that comes after the hard slog. So to actually know that the end of the cycle has arrived, it felt like someone maybe with this 9 of Wands in reverse wasn't letting a cycle end or come to an end. Perhaps someone was standing in the way of these events coming to pass. Something was standing in the way of the 6 of Cups. Either one of the partners in the 6 of Cups wasn't giving or wasn't behaving as they should have done in a soulmate relationship or past relationship, or else there was outside interference trying to come between these two coming together. So trying to bring a cycle into confusion so that it's going round and round and round, never coming to a conclusion, just being stuck with the devil. It feels like that's over now. And the devil has actually been overcome, and this energy of the endless battle has also come to an end, which is actually really, really nice. And it marks this call to adventure that we have here. So we can step out on this new journey now, knowing that all of this karmic detritus is behind us, which is really good. I'll just put those to the side for the moment. So for our last card, for the card representing the North and the Earth, the Elder Wisdom, this is what we're going to teach. This is number 44, Eyes on the Prize. Trust the guidance of your North Star. This is really, really beautiful. I think I might just put a little bit of light on this. Yeah, I think that would be better. Awesome. Okay, so Eyes on the Prize, 44. This is what we're going to teach. We're going to teach others how to maintain their focus, how to maintain their focus on the prize, on the North Star, by bringing that energy of the devil's focus, the iron from the Tree of Life. The devil helps us actually bring our laser focus to exactly what we want and identify what our desires are. So, you know, using that power thrust of the devil of Capricorn to be laser focused on their goals and their booty. You know, we keep our eyes on the prize, showing others the way, you know, pointing others in the direction of the stars, perhaps teaching them about astrology, perhaps teaching them about the constellations. It's certainly something that I'm working on with the Hero's Journey course. building up a collection of tools that people can use by looking at the stars, by looking at their own birth charts, to understand where we came from, so that we can realize where we're going to go, where we're heading to, and what our sole purpose is here on planet Earth. That's the ultimate journey for me, and I believe that's the ultimate journey for all of us. So this eyes on the prize was clarified with the most beautiful cards here. We had the Ace of Pentacles followed by the 2, which was, you know, ultimate abundance coming in, you know, adding, it was like doubling. It's like your wealth is going to double. I needed some more clarity because I wasn't quite sure if that was enough of the message. And what we had afterwards was the Page of Pentacles. So just, you know, really beautiful elements, you know, that we all represent as the Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn collective. First and foremost, you know, we are the manifestors. We are the magicians on the earthly plane. We are the earth angels. And, you know, this is us with our eyes on the prize. He has his eyes on the prize, on this pentacle. And we have all got our eyes on this prize here. So it feels like, you know, this eyes on the prize was potentially someone that's been juggling 2 people, or unable to make a choice between 2 paths, but actually whilst juggling they were starting to focus and realize what was the one. And now they're in that space where they know they've got the one, and they've left everything behind that they no longer need, and they're ready to present this to the person of their choice, to the one that is the star in their sky, who is their North Star. So that was a very lovely, positive reflection on what we're going to teach. You know, we are here to offer our earthly gifts. Our earthly gifts are healing and the ability to create on the material plane. We are very good at bringing things out, whether that's in our gardens, on our channels, in our businesses, with our families, with the abundance that we share with others. You know, the earth signs are all about creating material wealth as well as soul wealth and emotional wealth. And I feel that we're really stepping into our element. You know, we're stepping into our power as earth signs to know that this is ultimately what our teaching and our elder wisdom contains. So a very, very special reading to start us off. And we have the owl spirit coming across, flying across us for the whole collective. This is very much, well, it's an air energy, but it's also, and it's a watcher. It's a watcher on keeping us on our path so that we don't stray from our journey, keeping us focused, and allowing us to connect, understanding who we are as earth angels, who we are as earth beings and spirit guides for others. And we are very similar. As you know, the earth signs are very close to the spirit guides of the animals and the trees and the oceans and all of nature's bounty. And that's part of our gift, part of our healing that we have to offer to others, is to show them how to connect more with their inner self, understanding that we are all creatures of nature and we all have unbelievable gifts within us that may not be immediately obvious, but that's where we can point and show people the way, show people how to observe and how to manifest and how to create on the earthly plane. Really, really cool. Now we had an individual card as well for each of the signs. We started off with Virgo, the wonderful Virgo clan, who received a very hermit-like card, rest and rejuvenation. Number 19, breaking down to a 10. I will tell you about the numbers as well before we move on in a second. So yeah, the Hermit card, or looking like a very hermit type energy, rest and rejuvenation was coming out for our Virgo clan. Very much in control and in balance in our emotional center, connecting with that inner eye, that inner sense of who we are, and feeling in harmony, you know, resting and rejuvenating so that we are ready to jump out on that big new adventure, because it's coming. It is coming. And we are in recharge mode, ready to spring up like the ninja and go out and grab our dreams by the horns. Beautiful Virgo energy there for the Virgos. We had for the Taurus clan, the Bull Gang, number 44, which was on top of number 44 in placement 4. Just amazing. A woman holding a heart. This may be you. This may be someone you're thinking about, focused on. This person is obviously thinking about the person that they love, the person that they're missing, the person they hope to be holding. She's holding a heart for somebody and she's got it on her sleeve. She's ready to be open. This is a feminine energy. This could be masculine or feminine as far as you and your collective is concerned. But this is someone who's ready to share their heart and ready to be open with their emotions and ready to receive that from somebody else. They're open to offerings. They're open to offer themselves, but they're open to receive as well. And they're all in balance with their root chakra and their crown chakra, illuminated through the red and the purple. And this butterfly here represents her intuition, but also that of transformation and change. So this person knows they're looking, you know, looking forward to what's about to happen. And when they offer their heart, there's going to be a lot of action after this. So again, eyes on the prize, you know, she's got her eyes on someone and she's got a prize to offer. And that is the ultimate game of love, to be giving and sharing our hearts. Now, Capricorn received number 28, which is also breaking down to a 10. We've had a lot of 10 energy, a lot of cycle ending energy. Beautiful Capricorn victory. This is like the Olympians. I was feeling like the Olympian athletes from Mount Olympus in ancient Greece. They would receive this golden-leaved crown after their wonderful achievement, after their victory. And this feels like, you know, perhaps a chariot rider, perhaps an acrobat of some kind, a dancer, maybe a singer even, someone that is connected. Everything is golden and open around their throat chakra, their heart chakra, their third eye. So this could be someone using their intuition, but definitely manifesting. This is manifestation. There's so much gold coming through this whole reading. And Capricorn, you are very much in demand and in command when it comes to your wealth and your attainment of wealth. And you know how to make money, you know how to save, you know how to spend it. And there is definitely new money coming in, and maybe a bit of old money, maybe some old money coming in too. You know, this is like ancient ancestral inheritance. This is like inheritance that was always due to you. And it feels like everything you touch right now, Capricorn, is going to turn to gold. So I feel those energies are there for all of the Earth Collective, but, you know, some beautiful individual energies for Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. So now we are going to take this reading into the ethers. So let us just get some Palo Santo going and just check in. We are now looking at the ether. We have spent beautiful time connecting with our air, our mental selves, the fire, our passion, spiritual side. The west, the water, our introspective, emotional realm. And in the north, in the earth, our elder wisdom, that which we manifest and create on the earthly plane. Now we're going to jump into the ethers and we're going to look at 5, 6 and 7 just for the Patreon tribe. Thank you again for coming over here and investing in yourself and finding out the next phase of the story. I'm very excited to see where it's going. So in position number 5, we had weird is the new cool. This is wisdom from above, Grandfather Sky, what Grandfather Sky wants us to see with the all-seeing eye. Weird is the new cool. Boldly express your uniqueness. Boldly express your uniqueness. Again, I was going to talk about the numbers. Okay. So the amount of 4s coming up was unbelievable. We had 4, I mean, today, first of all, is the 4th of the 8th. Let me just put this on. So today is the 4th of the 8th. It's the 4th of August. We are 4 days out from the grand major day of the 8-8 Lionsgate portal. The portal has been open since the 26th of July. And it won't close until the 12th or 13th of August. But the main day, the day that we all talk about, is the 8-8 Lionsgate, which is the most important thrust as all the lions and lionesses gallop through the savannah. And, you know, we are brought home. We are returned to our ancestors. And this is a time of great transformation, especially the one happening in this year. The year of the number 5, 2021, is a great year of transformation for us all. And this portal, the 8-8 Lionsgate, is considered the most essential, vital, and significant sacred portal of the whole year. There are many others, many other moon portals. But yeah, I'm very, very excited to be able to do a reading for you today on the 4th of the 8th. So we had, with the 4s, we had 44, 44, 48, 45, 14, and I believe, well, we certainly had lots of 2s as well. And we had a lovely arrangement here where we had 1, 20, 30, and then it just burst into 4s. So, you know, definitely spirits, you know, giving us this indication that the 4 and the 8 are very, very important. You know, 4 is about stability and structure and containment, I suppose. Whereas the 8 is about infinity and freedom that goes on forever. So there's this beautiful dichotomy, this beautiful balancing opposition of change. I mean, it's kind of the element of change going on and on and on. The only constant in the universe is that of change. And so infinity, you know, the structure changing forever is kind of the hero's journey. It's reminding us that we're on this soul journey that goes on for many, many, many lifetimes, many dimensions. And our role is to continue to move forward through these different steps and keep taking our own steps on our own journey, because that's the most significant story we're ever going to tell. And we are the hero of our own story. And it doesn't matter how long it takes you to do your own particular journey, as long as you are moving forward with positivity and joy and in the direction of your dreams, then you are going to be opening your world and your vista to unbeknown treasures. So many treasures await behind every door. And the only way we can be in harmony with that and really call it in is to allow the flow. Allow the flow to flow through us and around us, and not be too bound by the earthly realm and the material possessions and the addictions or the things that keep us stuck in our bodies. But just remember that there is so much we can do to release from those material bounds or bonds or bondage. And we can, you know, swirl in the 5D and enjoy, you know, ultimate boundless freedom. And that is all possible within our own bodies at any moment, at any given time. So, back to it. Wisdom from above. Grandfather Sky wants us to see that weird is the new cool. And you're weird, baby, and you're so cool. Number 48, boldly express your uniqueness. This is possibly about a family coming together, you know, finding your like-minded kin who are all beautifully weird and unique in their own way, and that's what makes you a beautiful soul tribe. It might be coming together as a family. This feels very Empress, and actually 48 adds to a 12, which breaks down to a 3, so that's all about union and the togetherness of the 3, the 2 coming together to make 3. She could almost be kind of pregnant in this image. Boldly express your uniqueness. Well, having children is definitely boldly expressing your uniqueness. Very specifically, creating a family with another is literally, you know, the ultimate way to ensure your legacy carries on into the world, and your weird ends up being, you know, a beautiful weird set of generations. This is emotional abundance as well. You know, being able to be happy with who you are, accepting, being in that flow, being in the flow state where, you know, the very fact of your weirdness is the beauty. It's beautiful because it's you. It's beautiful because it's uniquely you. It's not trying to be someone else. You're not trying to be someone else. So maybe wisdom from above is, Grandfather Sky is saying, don't try and be like other people. Don't try and be a copycat. Don't look at others and think, oh, well, I've got to have what they have. I've got to covet what they've got. Actually, what you've got is the ultimate. It is the new cool. And there may well be people trying to copy you or take what you've got or imitate what you're doing in some way. And that can be, you know, that may seem attractive, you know, to try and fit in and be one of the herd and be one of the crowd, but actually being your own style, being your own kind of funk is absolutely what the world needs and what the world is waiting for. So Grandfather Sky is saying, just be uniquely you. There's no one better at doing this job of being you than you. I love that. I really went off on one there. I was only just introducing it, but hey, weird is the new cool, and I really resonate with that. 45. Adding up to an 8, so beautiful, 8, 8, Lion's Gate. Sorry, it adds to a 9. And we had a 9 over here. I can't count when I'm channeling. Divine drunkenness. Surrender to your spiritual reverie. This is so beautiful. This is like being in the flow as well. You know, being happy at home. you know, being relaxed and enjoying those earthly base root elements of your life, enjoying what you've already achieved, basking in the divine aura that is your life. Surrender to your spiritual reverie, finding your own dance. You know, sometimes we're so excited by the dance of our lives, it's like we feel drunk, like we feel high, because we're tapping into that elixir. We're tapping into the elixir of the universe. So it does very much take us into that spiritual drunkenness. And Grandmother Earth is telling us to get down on our divine drunkenness and drink down that elixir. She wants us to embody that. And then, so number 7 was Heart of the Medicine Wheel, the soul message. Where you are is where it's at. Number 14, breaking down to a 5, so it's just more change, baby. Stay still until you are divinely moved. Stay still until you are divinely moved. Very beautiful. This is us at the center of all of creation. We are where it's at. We're the new cool. We're surrendering to our spiritual reverie. Beautiful elements to lift us into that flow, into the ethers, into the etheric world. As earth signs, we can become stuck or more stuck than the other signs because we're so comfortable down here on the earthly realm. We're so capable down here. We are able to achieve and manifest so much when we go out into the world, go out into nature. We connect with everything, with everyone, and we are just excited by abundance in all its manifestations, whether that be emotional wealth, physical wealth, material, money wealth, or mental wealth and mental health. You know, mental health starts with a healthy body. It starts with a good foundation. And we're really good when we're really good, earth signs, aren't we? When we're looking after our bodies and we're looking after our environment, we are earth angels and earth warriors, rainbow warriors, supreme. But when we get out of balance, we can forget about our self-care. We can forget our focus. We can lose our focus. And in fact, we can become lost because we have so many options. We are so capable of juggling lots of plates and balls at the one time. We can sometimes overjudge and grab a little bit too much. So we have to remember that we want our bodies to be in balance and truly nourished so that we can lift out, our soul and our essence can lift out and connect with our higher self and be more in our, you know, our balanced, airy, internal, intuitive self, and not just focused or held hostage by the devilish energies of the material plane, whether they be food or alcohol or drugs or sex or money. Anything can become unhealthy when we do it too much. Anything can become an obsession when it gets unhealthy. Everything needs to be in balance. There's nothing wrong with any of these individual things or desires or vices or ways of living or behaviors. They're all perfectly natural. Sex, for instance, perfectly natural, perfectly essential for us all being here right now, but also can be used to exploit and degrade and shame and keep people stuck, can be used to spread disease and bring children into the world where perhaps, you know, they're brought into karmic situations and karmic families. So, you know, it's really important that we don't forget the, you know, the power that we actually hold, you know, the power to create life, the power to create abundance. We need to respect and honor that tool, you know, that special tool that we all have. And there's lots of wands here on the table, so I think you all know what we're talking about. And that goes for men and women. We are all responsible. So, first two cards that have come out for Wisdom from Above, Grandfather Sky, what he wants us to see is the Lovers, sorry, it's the Two of Cups and the King of Wands. Two of Cups and the King of Wands. Now, we were definitely feeling like this was a love reading, Earth signs, but there is clearly aspects that talk about earthly wealth, career, home, abundance, connection with others, and our own passion journeys, our own karmic journeys as well. But I feel that there is definitely love on the horizon. We had the Ace of Cups, and now we have the Two of Cups, representing Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. And, you know, we've got a Leo with wings here, which, you know, Lionsgate beautifully represented here. Our ancestors showing that they are blessing this union. There's a blessing of a union happening. There's a lot of giving here. There's a lot of giving in this reading that's already happening. Giving from the universe of these gifts. This Page of Pentacles, this Two of Pentacles. These characters here, they have the gift of abundant fruit, and he has abundant fire. You know, the life-giving gifts, the life creation gifts. This woman's holding a heart. This woman's holding a crown of amazing golden leaves. And here we've got, you know, the giving of flowers and abundant cups. So Two of Cups and Six of Cups, definitely soulmates coming into union. You could be dealing with a Leo, with a King of Wands. We've got Leo represented here. Grandfather Sky wanting you. I mean, Grandfather Sky is so much about our ancestors. This is, you know, this for me is like the Lionsgate, very much sort of saying, thank you for doing a reading for us today. We've got the lion represented here and here, and like a little lizard here, and the little reptilian lizard is very closely connected with Leo. And we'll save that story for another day. We'll save that story for the hero's journey. But, you know, we've got the lizard represented here and the snakes represented here, like the Ophiuchus twin snakes, the Kundalini snakes. So this is very much about union. This could be about sexual union as well. He's got a big wand. This person's brought 10 wands. This person had 9. And we've got another wand here, almost like an Ace of Wands when one of the kings or queens is holding it. So someone's wanting to bring a passionate, loving connection to its natural conclusion. You could be... I'm feeling like this could also represent, like, you know, the water signs. So you could definitely be dealing with... yeah, I'm feeling Pisces because of there being 2 of them. But it could be any Scorpio, Cancer or Pisces, or none of them at all. It could simply be how we're feeling. This is the emotion that we're bringing through. Boldly express your uniqueness. I love how both of these individuals are dressed very differently. They both bring so much uniqueness, but there is a mirroring too. There is a mirroring in their hands. They're both giving a cup and receiving a cup. And they both have this representation of the earth. She's giving the earth and he's giving fire, just like in the devil card here. They have the same gifts, you see. There's a lot of emotional abundance and fiery abundance here, and earthly abundance, earthly wealth. I'm going to put that devil back upside down because he's been steamrolled. King of Wands, another fiery king, just like the devil. But you could be, like I say, could be dealing with a Leo. This could be just how you're feeling as you're coming into this new union, which is excited, abundant, happy, passionate, and, you know, a little bit restless almost. He looks a little bit restless to get going. And, you know, he wants this union to come in together. He wants these two unique worlds to come crashing and colliding into one so they can create the new cool together. I like that a lot. Okay, let's clarify divine drunkenness. Grandmother Earth wants us to embody our divine drunkenness. Surrender to your spiritual reverie. And it was a number 9. So that's about wish fulfillment. Oh, and we have 2 cards falling out. And they are special. I am getting shivers at what came out and what's happening today. Okay, for divine drunkenness from Grandmother Earth, I beg your pardon, Grandmother Earth, wisdom from below, position number 6, which is all about balance, beauty, sovereignty, and, you know, the heart of all creation itself. We have the 9 of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles. Beautiful. You know, remember how we had all these pence coming in? This is very exciting for me as an earth sign. You know, this is definitely like pre-Empress energy. The 9 of Pentacles is someone who's very independent, very abundant, very able, very capable, very excitable in her own element. She's growing grapes, she's growing pentacles, she's connecting with nature, she's got a castle in the background. This is someone who's very happy being single and enjoying the abundance that surrounds them, that they are creating on the material realm. 7 of Pentacles, this is someone who's investing, someone who's been investing in what it is that, you know, that they want to manifest. They've thought about it, you know, they've grown it, and now they're actually able to start harvesting. There's such a mirroring energy here. We've got this beautiful mirroring energy of these two coming into this beautiful. I mean, if you look at their hair color, they are actually pretty much matched. So this is like Grandmother Earth and Grandfather Sky are up to some, you know, matchmaking business here. They're simply clarifying and confirming that this is a very blessed union that is divinely matched, divinely led, and divinely intended. And no man or woman or karmic can pull this apart. Nothing can change what God has decreed. These people are chosen. They have this is definitely a divine union, divine masculine, divine masculine and divine feminine, even though it's not the obvious king and queen or Hierophant and High Priestess, I can feel the energy that this is talking about. These are these two uniquely individual worlds that bring so much abundance of their own, and yet they mirror each other in such a beautiful way. They are, you know, building an empire. They're bringing two castles together to make an empire. So surrender to your spiritual reverie. It's time for a party. It's time for a dance. Grandmother Earth just wants us to start enjoying ourselves. And I think we can all appreciate that, right? The sun is out. We have all been in some pretty dark times, metaphorically, literally, karmically, for a good, you know, 2020 and the first half of 2021 has continued to be tough. And it's now time for us to start getting out, perhaps being able to go on holiday, go on a journey, come together with people we've been separated from, and enjoy each other's company. That's it. That's all it is. You know, there's already a lot of abundance. We can sit back and enjoy it. We don't have to continue to worry about where our next meal's coming from. We don't have to continue to worry about who we're going to choose, because we know these decisions have been made and we're in alignment. And it's beyond beautiful. It's so, so nice. Okay. Thank you, Grandmother Earth. Thank you, Grandfather Sky. They are clearly orchestrating all of this from behind the scenes, from a distant galaxy far, far away, in league and in cahoots with our higher selves, to bring us onto this beautiful new adventure. Eyes on the prize, you know, connecting with our dreams as well, remembering so much abundance through symbolism comes through our dreams. Don't forget that. Don't forget that the healing elixir that we have every time we fall asleep. We get healing. We get amazing healing for our immune system when we're asleep. All this cellular repair. We get emotional healing and psychological support through our dreams, and allows us to recharge and refresh for the journey ahead. I actually, I changed the time on my clock by my bed by mistake this week. And it's really funny. I put it back. I put the clock forward by mistake without realizing. So it was later on the clock, said later on the clock than it actually was. So I've been going to bed earlier this week without realizing, and waking up in the morning feeling like super refreshed. And it's because I actually had an hour of extra sleep before my normal bedtime. And I've really noticed a difference. And I just know that Spirit had a hand in that. Spirit somehow jogged my hand onto the clock one night, and I changed the time, and it's ended up with me getting even more bountiful sleep. So Spirit was nudging me there. And yeah, I may well stick to my new bedtime. So I just thought I'd share that. It might mean something to someone out there. Maybe someone needs to be getting better sleep. Maybe someone isn't sleeping very well. But sleep is our abundant elixir, and we must not forget it. We must honor it and enjoy it. You know, I've gotten into the habit of, when I go to bed and I'm doing my gratitude moment, I say thank you to Spirit for my bed, for how cozy and comfy and warm and safe it is, and how lucky I am to have a bed to sleep in, a warm bed that is safe and sheltered and mine and all mine. And, you know, Not everyone is so lucky. So be grateful for everything, even the little things. Even the little things. Okay. Especially our sleep and our dreams. You have no idea how important and powerful the astral realm is to our ultimate journey and our health and our longevity, our lifespan. Okay, let's conclude then our beautiful reading with the Heart of the Medicine Wheel soul message. I'm getting so many coming out, but I'm just not gonna, I'm gonna wait till I've asked properly. Heart of the Medicine, we just got the ace. Okay, all right, spirits was like, no, you're gonna take these. Okay, we just got I can feel spirit wants me to take these as well, just by the cards that are here. First of all, if you remember, if you saw the first part of this reading, Temperance flipped over 3 or 4 times. So eventually I had to bring him out and, you know, bring him into the story. This is representing Sagittarius, but also Archangel Michael as well, bringing balance, and Archangel Raphael as well. So back out again. This is us as the center of all creation. Divine timing is here. The divine time has arrived. Where you are is where it's at. We then got the third ace of this reading, the Ace of Wands. And I actually talked about this Ace of Wands earlier. I said that the King of Wands looked like he was holding an ace. And here it is. So we've now got the ultimate in passionate coming towards us from the universe. So we kind of know this, right? Where you are is where it's at. Everyone is bringing fiery passion towards you right now, or someone in particular. Could be a fire sign. We've got Sagittarius, we've got the 3 wands, the 3 fire signs, Leo, Sag and Aries represented, but we also had the King of Wands, Leo, and Leo here. So it could be a Leo special in someone's life. I've got a lot of Leo in my chart as well. It could be my energy coming through. It could be the Lionsgate portal just roaring all around us. We are in the roaring 20s after all. 9 of Cups. Look at this. Wish fulfillment. I mentioned wish fulfillment because we had the 9 of Pentacles and we had the 9 of Wands. 999, emergency. This is the emergency number in England, is 999, which means something is, it's like an emergency, as in something is happening right now. It is racing towards you. The sirens are blaring, the lights, blue lights are going. Wish fulfillment in an emotional sense. We've got wish fulfillment in an earthly sense. Where you are is where it's at. What a wonderful imagining of energies to have around you and within you, earth signs. Because ultimately you are creating all of this. You are epitomizing and a representation of every one of these energies. All of them are archetypes that exist within our global consciousness, and all of them are here for our guidance, our healing, our learning, our connection to nature. We are the ultimate earth angel manifestors. Let's have a little bit more Palo Santo, and we're going to quickly, yeah. Oh, I got all sort of overwhelmed then, just feeling into this energy. So much happiness, joy, love, equal reciprocity. We've got the 6 of Cups, we've got the 2 of Cups, we've got the Ace of Cups, we've got the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. We got the Ace and the 2 and the Page of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles. And we've got the King of Wands and Temperance. So we've got Leo and Sag very strongly. I did talk about Aquarius earlier because we had the star, North Star mentioned, but a lot of fire energy and a lot of cups energy. Lot of cups, lot of fire, lot of earth. You know what we haven't had as much of is air, but actually the air I feel has been brought through in the ethers. You know, our divine drunkenness allowing us to step into our owlish inner feminine waters. You know, connecting across the water. You know, there's been a lot of fire and water connection, balancing the masculine and the feminine. And only really when we have our lower world in balance are we able to jump out into the air, into the ethers, jump out of the plane, jump off the cliff, and, you know, leap off the cliff like the Fool. The Fool did come out earlier, and the Fool is wearing clothes that look like that and that. And a little bit of that as well. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. But there's a lot of foolish, excitable, childlike energy. There could well be the bringing of new children into the world. I felt a lot of Empress energy here. And the fact that this Empress energy was sort of bordered by this woman in blue and white, just like that, and this king. You know, they really do look like they match. And then I felt that this card was mirrored by these two here. And then we've got just additional confirmation of happiness, abundance, and passion for our relationships. And I thank you so much, Spirit, for this beautiful reading. I think that this is very clearly telling us that we have overcome our devils and our demons and our battles. We've recognized that self-love is the gateway to victory. When we've done the work on ourselves and we've walked in our shadowlands, we can come back to the one who has our heart, and we can give everything that we've created, give everything that we feel, and everything that we feel. Outward into the world, whether that's into a new relationship or solidifying and leveling up an existing relationship. This is all very happy energy, and it's long lasting. It's not flighty. We don't have the King of Wands in reverse. We don't have any of the difficult air energies that can be getting in the way. Even the devil has been knocked on his ass. So I'm liking this. I think that this is exactly when and how this reading was supposed to come through. We waited a little bit longer for this reading, for the earth signs. If you've been waiting for it, I'm sorry for the wait, but it was important that it came through at the right moment. And the earth signs do take their time because they're going to be the ones that stand the test of time. So before we go, where do we want to check in? Spirit, let's bring some of my 5D oracles on this. Oh, look, karma would not be picked up. So look, karma's coming out. We did talk about a bit of karma today. What else have we got, Spirit? From Sasha's 5D oracles, For this beautiful reading, are there any 5D energies or messages that we need to be aware of, watching out for? Anything in our black, anything in the darkness, I mean to say, anything in our blind spot, in the blackness where we can't see, in the astral, in the 5D, in the darkness of our hearts even. The 5D will be able to sense it, bring it through. Or maybe just some more confirmation of the love and abundance that's rolling in. Get high on your greens. I love these green cards coming out for the earth signs. Get high on your greens. You know, really get high with eating as much organic fruit and veg as you can. And obviously 420, you know what time it is. We are, I saw trusting your intuition on the bottom of the deck. And actually we have green-eyed monster. Interesting. We had potentially green-eyed monsters. Green-eyed monster thinking about taking your money or taking your marriage or taking your woman or your man. Or something that means a lot to you. Actually, let's look at, see that colour there, look. Let's put that there. Trust your intuition with the owl. You know, trust your intuition when it comes to the green-eyed monster. Look at all these eyes watching. Lots of eyes watching. People looking at your karma, people looking at your destiny. Karma is a 5-letter word, and you know that that word is bitch. Karma is a bitch, baby. So, you know, whoever these devils were that have been dropped on their ass and, you know, trying to bring harm and illusion and problems, you know, maybe just getting in the way of a cycle coming to its natural end, getting in the way of karma. Well, karma is always going to win. And when you try and fight her, that's when she becomes a bitch. We've got heart healing, beautiful green heart healing, heart chakra healing. That's what these people need, you know. Green-eyed monsters, they need to get out of thinking what they can steal and take from others and recognize that they're never going to fill the hole in their heart that way. They need to do some self-loving. And only when the self-loving is there can soulmates come into union, because that soul vibration, look, past life connection, summertime, past life connection in the summertime. So this could, the summer is now. I wondered if the sun would come out. This is definitely the sun card as well. So beautiful. There's so much sun throughout all of these cards. I don't even need to spell it out. The amount of fire and sun energy bursting through is amazing. But this could also be specifically soulmates doing their heart healing, past life connection, sitting over the 6 of Cups. Amazing. Could all be coming into, it is all coming into happening now. I said that we are no longer waiting for divine timing. The divine clock has struck 1. It's struck 11:11, and union is now here. We've got Black Widow, karmic partner. You know, this Black Widow karmic partner could have been what was trying to get in the way of your abundance, trying to get in the way. Meditation space, childhood wounds. Okay, energy vampire. Okay, well, I think we'll leave it. Oh, look, true love underneath that. And ether. And we're in the ether. Okay, beautiful. Let's leave it there. So we've got true love. We're going to put true love over the Black Widow and the karmic partner. Energy vampire, they're definitely up here. You know, energy vampire and green-eyed monster are quite similar as well. So trust your intuition around black widows, karmic partners. We've got karma coming out twice, you know, interesting stuff. But true love will always win. The good ship friendship, you know, look after your friends. Look after your own beliefs about what friendship really is and how you would wish to be treated by others, because whatever you put out into the world, my darlings, is what you're going to receive. And that ship will be coming towards you just as karma spins her cycle and spins her wheel. Childhood wounds at the end. This could be why, you know, some people have been behaving in difficult ways, karmic ways, jealous ways, vamping on people's energy, stealing other people's light, because they really didn't work through their own shadow. We all have this shadow. We all have to do this work. We all have to do the heart healing. And this is like the Fool card. We all have to take that leap as the fool, as the child. Take my hand and jump. And Spirit has your back. And cleanse your space and let your light shine. Okay. I think we will allow that as the last beautiful one on this reading. Thank you so much for coming to the Patreon reading. This has been your hero's journey medicine wheel for all of the earth signs in our beautiful collective. Thank you for joining the Patreon tribe as well, Virgo, Taurus and Capricorn. You're so welcome here. And I welcome you as a divine soul brother and soul sister into this tribe. And I appreciate all the energy that you bring. Any other details that you need about me, you can find them on YouTube, where you probably came in from, or also in the description box below. Thank you so much for investing in yourself and in your journey. You are an earth angel. If you were led to this reading and guided here, then you are able to claim this reading because it is here for you. Thank you so much. I have been your green goddess. Namaste.